Now to another creepy video captured by a young group of friends. The story goes that they were staying inside a cabin in the vicinity of a forest in Michigan. It's around 2 in the morning when we see a few of the group getting nervous after an unexplained power outage, which left them in pitch dark. Fortunately, they had flashlights. And this is where one of the young men decided to record.
Simple piece of machinery.
Is it recording?
Just press
okay,
the
guys,
button.
shh.
Okay.
It's recording, it's recording.
Finally. Shh. Welcome to our scary movie. I'm here with Megan. And this is Susan.
Hi.
They tried to lighten the mood by laughing this event off at first, but they were all alone in the midst of a forest in the middle of nowhere. So, who knows what exactly was waiting for them in the dark? Let's see.
That was not cool.
We're not that stupid.
No, seriously guys, I saw something outside.
Where?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm definitely not seeing anything out here. Made it. Where is that? Did you hear that? I see.
There it is.
Oh,
There's, see that?
What was that?
See that?
Oh my god, okay, I'm scared, guys.
Where did it go?
I don't know, I didn't see it.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god,
Okay, what the hell is that?
where'd it go?
There it is, there it is.
Where'd it
See
go?
it?
Where'd it go?
Something right there, I see it.
What is that? Jesus.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know. Shh. Oh my god.
Call the cops.
Dude,
No.
what are you gonna do?
No. No.
Suddenly, they see something odd through one of the windows. Something was running past. And the camera captured someone running outside unexpectedly. After approaching and opening the window, whatever it was appeared behind a bush, and we come eye to eye with a scary looking visage with glowing eyes. There's no more information about what might have happened afterwards. In fact, this was the last recording that was shared on their channel. I suppose we can all just speculate what was captured here that night, but it was pretty eerie. The following unsettling recording was shared by a young man on his account Tanu. The story behind this recording goes as follows. The uploader states that his neighbors had moved out of the house in this video just a few weeks after moving in, and that ever since, really strange noises could be heard coming out of the house in the midst of night. And this particular night, they could hear these eerie noises again, and they started filming. Let's take a look.
Mira, ahí está la mano. No hay alguien ahí.
Pasa.
Pero no hay alguien, no hay nadie. Pues,
Mira,
nadie.
tranquilo.
Pero si quiero grabar,
No, espérate, deja que. Sí, se asoma la mano.
Oye, si movimos, Aníbal, movimos todo, ¿no?
O sea, yo le pego unos palos a la cama, pero no moví.
No hay manos de mujer.
¿No?
De hombre.
¿De hombre?
Sí. Pero ¿cómo así me subí?
Era mujer, la ceja, la
No.
estrella, era.
tienes que hacer una investigación, pues te toca.
Habíamos entrado y no había nadie.
Mira, ahí está, la esquina. Mira,
¿Dónde?
esquina.
¿Dónde?
No, si no está.
Quedó la mano marcado.
Pero se ve como una sombra así, así. Uy, ahí está.
No.
Ahí está, mira. Ahí está, mira. Hola. ¡Qué chido, madre! Hola, muecha la cara. Muéchala.
Oh, conchetumare. Mira, ahí está, mira.
Eso,
Ahí está, mira.
muéchate, eso es. Sacátelo. ¿La viste?
¿Le viste, hermano? Mira.
Muéstrate, muéstrate.
Mira,
¿La viste? Mira.
Mira cómo se esconde.
A chilling silhouette appeared through the window, but what's most striking is that the witnesses claim to have seen the appearance of a child after this. This is a chilling thought, because some people say that if an entity takes the form of a child, it's more likely to be a malevolent entity from the lower astral plane. It is said that they try to gain trust and not to raise suspicion. So you can imagine what the family that lived in this house might have seen, and which might have been the reason for their sudden escape. Who can say for sure what's going on in this abandoned house, though? Video was an eerie submission that was found in the paranormal section of Reddit. A user with the name Navy Friend states that a family member of his found a strange apparition on one of their security cameras in their home one night. They always felt that the house was haunted, as they heard loud bangs in the midst of nights, and found that a lot of kitchen items were moved around by the morning. The noises, of course, are creepy enough. However, what can be seen in the back of the room is even more frightening. The family believes that this is the ghost which is causing all of this activity. It looks like somebody with a weird hat on. But unfortunately, that's all that we can see really, as the rest of the silhouette is way too illuminated due to the floor light. It remains a mystery what exactly could be the origin of this haunting. The following video stems from user Breakman and was shared by the channel Mr. 5X. It is a truly mystifying capture. It was taken from security footage back from the beginning of 2021. The security camera is facing outside at the side of a building as well as a street. The owners of the cameras noticed something strange one night and decided to post the sighting online to see what others think. Inside the building, on the left of the frame, something appears to be walking very quickly towards the wall. It's hard to make out exactly what sort of creature this is. It seems to radiate light, and you can see what appears to be either a head or maybe an arm. Either way, this is no regular orb capture. The entity continues to fly, or maybe float, through the building and into the sky. The strangest part of this clip comes from when the entity is on the far right of the screen. It appears to change course, changing shape a few times until finally landing off the roof of another building. Now we want to take a look at a light but definitely creepy recording that was captured by a young man who recently moved into a new home with his family. His kids told him that they saw strange shadows walking around in the house, and he and his wife also could see and hear stuff. They didn't always make sense. One night he was trying to find the source of some odd scratching noises his children had heard, so he made his way down into the boiler room. What exactly was peeking out of the window here? Some people say that it could have been an intruder that is living in their house, unknowingly of course. Others suspect it to be a bad joke by either a family member or someone else. Well, I think it definitely looks like a mask. But the thought of a stranger living in the basement for free is pretty terrifying nevertheless. The following video was captured by a young driver who was on the way home. It was early in the evening and nothing seemed out of place at the time. He takes this road a lot and, based on his reports, there had never been any strange incidents taking place. Eventually he started speeding, and in his opinion, a guardian angel might have stepped in at this point in time. We see a person appearing in the middle of the road. Pretty scary, of course. The man notices him too late and tries to brake, and based on his reports, the car drove straight through him though, and no damage was done to the car, making him believe that this had to be a ghost. There was no trace of this person after the car came to a stop, and he stepped out to see if the mysterious person was okay. I mean, it's a bit weird how the car darkens up though, as if an impact actually had occurred. Pretty strange, isn't it? What do you think unfolded here exactly? The following incident was documented by a young couple living in an apartment that is rumored to be haunted. They have been encountering strange and eerie sounds, and even mysterious handprints appearing on their bed, and doors that inexplicably open on their own.
Amor, desde hace rato estoy escuchando que alguien está intentando abrir la puerta. Escucha.
Nos acaban de levantar, estábamos viendo una serie. Pues ahorita sí está medio fuerte el pedo. Escuchen.
Amor. ¿Viste eso?
No mames. No mames, ¿qué fue? Amor, se acaba de abrir la puerta. Estoy seguro que se giró. ¿Sí? No mames. No mames, amor. Amor, no mames. No mames. No seas... Amor, ¿qué pedo? Está volviendo a pasar. Amor, no mames. Acabamos de grabar la puerta, la acabo de cerrar. Creemos que se va a volver a abrir porque se escuchan ruidos. Literal se acaba de escuchar un ruido. No. No mames. Amor, no mames. No mames.
These terrifying occurrences are happening more frequently, leaving them deeply unsettled. In one of their recordings, they capture something peculiar, moving under the sheets, but it vanishes the moment Batum lifts them. Then in the bathroom, a dark figure suddenly appears and disappears as soon as the door opens, revealing the same claw marks seen before. The burning question is, what exactly is haunting their place? Or, if it's not something paranormal, what else could possibly explain these inexplicable events? Bad Bobby Gamer BBG has noticed some unusual smoke in his apartment besides hearing the strangest noises this morning. He grabs his cell phone to document and to look for help on the internet right after. Since he wasn't an expert in this field, he needed to know what exactly this activity was.
What was that?
Yes, it could be dust or orbs, but he captures something else shortly after.
If you have my landline, you can call me at any time and we can talk.
It appears that a transparent figure is walking across the floor. What do you think? A spirit, maybe? Unsettling. The next case was featured by the Dark Dimension. They state that a viewer of theirs with the name Jocelyn Leo had sent them a rather disturbing capture. Apparently, the woman was on the way to a wedding that evening, and they were stopping at a local grocery chain to pick up a few things. The store is close to a crossing where many fatal accidents had occurred over the past decades, and the woman decided to take a picture for her Facebook friends. While she was completely alone at the time, one of her Facebook friends pointed out that there seemed to be somebody sitting with her in that car. She was quite shocked, as once she increased the brightness of the image, there seemed to be a sinister-looking apparition sitting in the back of the car. Was it perhaps one of the lost souls that was involved in one of the many car accidents? But shortly after that, another video surfaced, from who is believed to be the woman's daughter. It was shared on their Instagram. The little girl also just wanted to take a video for her friends, but had to realize that once again somebody else seemed to be sitting in the back of the car. Was it the same creepy spirit? This is certainly nightmarish and quite the traumatizing experience for sure. I would not be able to sleep in my own bed for a while. The following video was captured by a CCTV camera that was overseeing a stretch of beach. The original source is unknown, however, the video resurfaced on a paranormal TikTok channel. The story goes that the two young men in the video were on the way to a friend that particular night, when all of a sudden they noticed a loud noise and saw something hovering over them. A second later, one of the two men mysteriously vanished. As we see, one of the two men is indeed simply disappearing into thin air, and the other one is making a run for it. It is also unknown if the man disappearing could be found after this incident, or what exactly had happened to him. It surely doesn't look like a glitch or a light reflection. The man is definitely gone. Yet, we have to ask ourselves, was this a mysterious incident, or did somebody tamper with the footage? Some do believe this was the doing of a UFO. Could this be so? We're delving into a bone-chilling incident that occurred on August 4th. Two friends on a daring mission to explore a church that's been the talk of town. Many locals and neighbors have kept their distance, and for good reason. The chapel had been sealed off. Shrouded in mystery, speculations ran wild about the weird occurrences inside. Even the local priest transferred to another church, leaving behind only vague explanations. 3 months had passed since the chapel's closure, and curiosity got the best of the two friends. They hatched a plan to break in and uncover its secrets, but little did they know this would prove to be a decision they'd regret.
It's like 3 months, I think.
Oh my god, yes. Okay. Let's go. Yep. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. There's a light on. The light's the everlasting light. It's in every church. It's always supposed to be on. It's freezing, actually. Oh my god, it smells. Oh my god. Try not to step on. Boy. That was disgusting. What the? Let's go upstairs.
More.
Oh my god. These things are everywhere. It's cold as hell. No, I hear something.
Take care.
I heard something.
Get out.
I don't know.
As they gazed back at the playhouse, the door shut with an eerie force, and panic sets in. They run as fast as they can. No explanation for the door's movement, but it gets stranger. Before entering, they heard whispers, faint and haunting. Some say it sounds like people praying, or perhaps children whispering. Could that be so? The context fits, given the chapel's playroom. Another really odd sighting were insects littering the carpet, a morbid scene of worms and other bugs. What caused this unsettling phenomenon? The answers remain elusive. Did something otherworldly unfold in this old church? Or how else could we explain these encounters? The truth is just as mysterious as the whispers echoing in that chapel. The next video is just as strange as the one before. It was captured by a man who was riding his motorbike at night at the outskirts of town. In this region, it's not surprising to hear about many different ghost stories and accounts that the villagers share ever so often. Based on the writer's reports, he had merely been driving around at the time when he saw a strange person at the side of the road, dressed in what appeared to be some kind of white clothing. And then he saw the following occur with his own eyes. The man turned around after seeing this person moving up into the air, and they were just hovering there. Obviously, no ordinary person can do such a thing. So, do we have to believe that he came face to face with a real spirit here? The man was so freaked out that he avoided driving this road at night for a while. And who can blame him? The following case was featured by Breakman, and the uploader, Luis Rojas Gonzalez, told them that their security camera, which is mounted outside of their home in Lima, Peru, had started recording very late in the night, after motion had been detected from the neighboring road. What was really strange though, is that the camera kept recording for almost an hour, as an inexplicable object seemed to be triggering the security system constantly. The man states that he doesn't believe this to be an insect on the lens, They had captured those in the past, and they looked completely different. So the man was quite concerned that this could actually have been a paranormal incident. The object also seems to be throwing a shadow on the street at times, making it even less likely for them to think that this was just a fly. In the end, we can only speculate what exactly transpired here that night. And once again, thanks to Bregman for featuring this case. Very curious. The next video was shared by Emily Durkin, and it is quite the creepy one. The young woman was the last person in her office one evening and left the building after an exhausting day of work. Shortly before leaving, she saw something up in the window on the floor on which she was working and couldn't believe her eyes. She was absolutely sure that this had to be a ghost. I mean, what else could it be? Given that nobody else was in the building anymore at that time. Could it be a weirdly placed item perhaps? Very doubtful. Maybe it was something from another realm visiting that night. We are looking at a clip from El Cucuy TV. This clip was caught on a home security camera. A grandmother was looking after her grandson overnight. After she had put him to sleep and was in bed herself, she heard some noises coming from the living room and realized her grandson had gotten up and was playing. The strange thing though was that it sounded as though the child was playing and talking with another person. When she got up, she asked the boy who he was talking to, and he responded, "My friend." Even though nobody else was in the house, the grandmother just assumed the child was talking about an imaginary friend and didn't think much more about it. However, the parents checked the security footage the next day. They were shocked at what they saw. Twice in the video we can see what looks like a small shadow figure around the same size as the boy himself. When the child leaves the bedroom, we see him look back at the shadow as it follows him. Clearly, the boy is able to see the creature as well. Then we see the entity enter back into the bedroom as the boy follows quickly behind him. It is interesting that this spirit seems to be both physically the size of a small child and friendly with the human boy. Is it possible this is the spirit of a kid that has passed on? Some commenters also speculated that this could be a doppelganger of the boy. What do you believe? TikTok user King Pablo was planning on spending a spooky night in an abandoned building complex, which he thought would be a great idea. It was planned to be hosting his Halloween special, and his fans were excited. While he is scouting out the perimeter during the day, he talks about the different rooms and how unsettling everything is. Even during daytime, the building is just partly finished, so there are many rooms that are literally bricks. Without anything else, on the second floor, he keeps investigating and talking about his Halloween plans. At some point, there seems to be an unidentified shadow right behind him. This shadow seems to float pretty fast, and it looks like it's disappearing through the wall. Pretty mysterious. Could it be real?